TSSA's inspectors, engineers, and support staff work on the front lines of public safety to keep us secure and to maintain our record as one of the safest jurisdictions in the world. At TSSA, we play a vital role in ensuring safety in fuels, boilers, and pressure vessels, operating engineers, elevating and amusement devices, and upholstered and stuffed articles. We conduct engineering design reviews, inspections, and investigations. We issue certifications and licenses, and we also inform and educate owners, users, manufacturers, operators, and the public about better safety practices. This year, we profile a few of the special individuals behind TSSA's achievements to put a face on those successes.
Well, my role at TSSA is Director of Research and Education, and my main responsibilities are dealing with the public and educating them better.
At TSSA, we embrace a much broader public safety role than enforcing compliance, and Dave and his team conduct public outreach and education programs to mitigate risks associated with user behavior, a key factor in influencing safety outcomes.
We all have a responsibility for public safety. We all have a role to play. And because that's the case, certainly TSSA's team is focused on helping the public to do that better. And quite frankly, when it comes to carbon monoxide, it's a leading cause of accidental poisonings in Ontario, across Canada, and many countries around the world. So our efforts are really to help the public to manage that risk much better. While Ontarians they've heard of carbon monoxide, they understand it can kill you. What they don't know is really the challenge here is that the vast majority of incidents actually occur in private residences in Ontario, and there's thousands of them each year. So they don't know that, they know what it is, and they know it can kill them, but they really don't know how often it happens and how much of a role they play in reducing that risk. Well, this year, much like the last few, we've worked very carefully in developing and designing what we feel are very effective public engagement, public education programs. And we can say that because the programs that we do, we actually measure their effectiveness, so we can see, are people becoming more aware? Are they understanding the issue more? And are they starting to be more likely to take actions to actually manage that risk? So over the past year, we've working with others such as Toronto Fire Services and other fire services around the country or around the province, certainly been able to reach about 3 million households with very important public safety information with regards to carbon monoxide. And as I mentioned earlier, we measure the impact of those programs, and we can see by those results that it's having a positive influence on people's behaviors.
In fact, TSSA's CO public education strategies have convinced many to install a CO alarm and hire a TSSA certified contractor to inspect their fuel burning appliances.
So these results and others that we've achieved certainly demonstrate clearly that if you carefully design and properly execute public education strategies, you can and do improve public safety behaviors, which is really what we're all about.
This year, TSSA was recognized by the Ontario Fire Marshal's Office for its work on CO safety, and Dave Lyle was awarded with the Fire Marshal's Award for Excellence in Fire Safety. This is one way TSSA fulfills its vision to become a valued advocate and recognized authority in public safety.
I am currently in front of Osgoode Hall. This is a historic courthouse in Toronto. We have the privilege of often appearing before courts in Toronto to enforce our legislation, the TSS Act and the regulations under it.
At TSSA, we have a progressive enforcement policy. Depending on the nature of the safety violation and the conduct of the offender, we apply a variety of enforcement options. This past year, we pursued a record number of 46 cases of safety violations.
Well, enforcement is very important. The purpose of enforcement is for deterrence, both to deter people from not breaching the regulations and send out a broader message to society in general that safety is very important. We work very closely with our inspectors as well as our investigators here at TSSA. Inspectors are our eyes and ears on the ground. They enforce the Act and the regulations. Investigators are called in when specific incidents happen, when major incidents happen. They collect evidence and build cases and help us in legal and prosecuting those cases.
One of TSSA's most significant prosecutions this past year was of an uncertified technician. His work on a residential gas boiler seriously injured one person and killed another through CO poisoning.
Well, the courts took it very seriously and imposed an incarceration sentence of 60 days, which was, I believe, the first time that's ever happened for our act and our regulations, as well as a significant fine against a contractor of $20,000. Oh, I think that sends a very serious message that we do take safety seriously, and society as a whole should be very concerned about this kind of thing. I think the legal department plays an important role in TSSA in that we do our best to enforce the Act, the regulations under it, get the word out there that these regulations need to be complied with, and try to deter people, both specific deterrence to people we prosecute and general deterrence, the rest of the regulated industry. Get the word out there that we take the compliance with the law very seriously.
TSSA's work plays a critical role in enforcing Ontario's public safety laws, keeping us all safe from those who fail to follow safety regulations and put the public and themselves at risk.
So I work as a decision analysis advisor within the Public Safety Risk Management Group. Primarily I'm involved with the implementation of risk-based decision processes. So I work with our risk analysts on our team to come up with different methods on how we would make a risk-informed decision. And then I work with the information systems group to actually get it implemented into our system so inspectors or engineers can start using the tools to make those decisions.
At TSSA, we believe the best safety decisions are the ones that prevent incidents. And one of the most important ways we do this is by applying innovative risk strategies to our safety decision-making.
Risk analysis is important for public safety because it enables us to use information to make decisions that hopefully have a positive impact on public safety. So when there's subjectivity in sort of the requirements or the mandate that TSSA has, it's always good to implement some sort of strategy in how to tackle that decision. And at TSSA, for a lot of these decisions, we've adopted a risk-informed approach.
This year, TSSA applied its risk-informed approach to improving the way our inspectors issue orders and the way we schedule inspections.
So personally, I feel very fortunate to work in the Public Safety Risk Group. I feel that some of the projects are very rewarding in terms of helping to make the right decision. So I've had exposure to a lot of the engineers and the inspectors in terms of the devices that they oversee. I've been able to learn a lot about devices, different mechanical features, electrical features, as well as understanding what the non-compliances are associated with these devices. At the end of the day, it feels wonderful to work on projects like this, projects like risk-based scheduling, knowing that we're doing everything that we can at TSSA to look at the inventory at the appropriate times, thereby doing our best to keep the public of Ontario safe, and that feels great.
TSSA's approach to safety is based on the science of understanding and managing public safety risks. By using advanced methods to analyze risk and make safety decisions, TSSA plays an important role in keeping Ontario safe.
Social media can be a powerful medium, and what better way to actually reach out to our customers and public for valuable safety benefits. And this year we added Flickr, Twitter, YouTube, and a new blog site called The Exchange to give a more sort of quick sound bites so that people can understand some of the safety regulations, some of the more complex things that go on at TSSA, and it's a more succinct way to reach out in an online community.
By adding social media to our communication strategy, we can now reach more people more effectively. The more people know and understand the safety rules, the better the safety outcomes.
Well, and I host a video talk show in this green room, aptly called Safety Matters. This is where I interview inspectors, engineers, statutory directors, technical experts, and other TSA staff to reach out, answer questions, get more in depth on some of the reasoning behind the safety regulations that we have or the decisions that we make in a very effective manner.
Our use of social media and multimedia content, be it video, podcasts, infographics, or slideshows, will help Ontarians make more informed and better safety decisions. And at TSSA, we believe an informed public is a safer public.
Our audience can reach out to us too. We have a new feature that we've put on the exchange, aptly called Ask TSSA. This is where a technical specialist can answer commonly held questions. This could be specifically about how to maintain a device, how to follow codes and regulations, where do I find this, where do I find that. So really we're reaching out as far as we can. So if you've got a question, post it on our blog.
TSSA's newly established Ombudsman's Office assists staff and those regulated by TSSA in navigating the organization and resolving issues.
The Ombudsman does not override decisions by TSSA, override director's orders or inspector's orders, but what we can do is explain the system to them, explain policies, give them options for consideration of where they can go to get their issues resolved. And primarily, a lot of people cannot navigate TSSA system, are not aware of what we do or how to do things. And what I'm really here to do is to help them navigate that process. The intent of this is to try to resolve the situation informally and in the best possible manner, and to expedite situations as well.
The Ombudsman's Office is a key initiative to be more transparent and accountable to the public and deliver greater customer service.
Both employees and regulated parties always have the fear there may be retaliation if they bring issues forward. And I think it's a very big positive for TSSA to have this position available so people can bring things forward without the fear of retaliation in a confidential manner and feel safe when they're bringing things forward to a regulator.
Day in and day out, the men and women of TSSA conduct field inspections, review engineering designs, participate in code committees, conduct risk analysis, educate the public about safety risks, and research and analyze policies to do their part in keeping Ontario safe. The results of their efforts are apparent in Ontario's excellent safety record.
This year's past accomplishments are a testament to the exceptional work that the men and women at TSSA perform to ensure safety in Ontario. It's about commitment, it's about action, and it's about continuous improvement. And for you, it's about public safety.
TSSA, touching Ontarians in so many important ways, each and every day. For more information on TSSA or its annual report, visit www.tssa.org.